Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
It's week 6 of the NFL, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East. It's the Dolphins and the Pats, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching, predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was the true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shot. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Dolphins in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And even though it's the offense at center stage now, there should be a spotlight shining on the defense because they're really the star of this show. A terrific game last week, able to pitch a shutout on the road. And I don't care who you play. That's a sign that you got a ball club firing at peak efficiency when both sides are working well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this is Parker, complete.
A gain of 2.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the completion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's late to his tight end. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jones, a final shot before break. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 18.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss right to Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we are grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
New England's offense set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. 9. Jones has set up the screen for Stevenson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now Jones. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Henry again on 2nd down. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And he's got it down to the 28.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now down to 20. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, Henry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Throwing Jones. Throwing the out route. He's got Parker. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, building a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continue to build energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Jones now throwing after the interception. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
intercepted. And they take possession here. It's a touchback. And
watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.